versus Detonator. It's going to be a big best of 3. I'm really excited for it. 1437, they are pinging out onto the Darkseer. He does have the mana for Surge, so they're not really able to kill him. And with the Iron Shell on top of RR, he does have a stun coming off cooldown. Is 1437 not long for this world? He's going down to the double Iron Shells, and it looks like that is first blood to Sam H in this bottom lane. Well, okay, so you can see what happens. He has the Flame Guard. Then he misses the first raise due to Sleight of Fist, but connects with the second. Steering changes. He thinks it's going to be enough. But Dendi, he just pops that haste rune and hits the third raise. All the meanwhile, the rotations in the mid lane, they do finally manage to bring down Dendi. But that was happening the same time as the double kills. But we should still be able to catch it. Ben-Hur with the Invis rune, they're looking to be able to get a kill on this bottom lane. Bello, Sergi and Ben-Hur, they know he's there because he went right under the tower. Are they able to get this kill? They blow Ravage. Ember Spirit, does he have a safety remnant? He doesn't. And Dendi rotating in, killing Ben-Hur once again. Raven does connect with the stun onto Darkseer. He does have Surge, but there is no stun. Do they have the mana for the swap? No, they don't, but they need one more hit. And with that, Carapace's last hit from 1437. But as soon as that ends this tower, it is going to be dead. Even another double damage bottle for Dendi. It looks like he's had all the luck with the runes. With the level 6, trying to set up for a nice kill. Fly Solo, they brought him in. They have Ben-Hur as well. They don't have Ravage, but they instantly kill off Fly Solo. They see Ben-Hur. He has the Flame Gun as well as the Iron Shell. Iron Shell worn off. But they have all the healing. Gets a kill, but he goes down as well. Ben-Hur searing chains. It's onto 2 of them. Raven doesn't manage to connect with the stun. They have everyone. They don't have level 15 on Dendi. You get a big talent there in presence or effect building. But they put down the wall. They managed to create the illusion of the Juggernaut. He has committed for it with the Relic. But are they going to be able to get this level 3? The vacuum, it's now wasted. They have nothing to worry about. And Velo, he's just zoning them all back with the threat of the Ravage. And that's going to be a tier 3 tower. Are they able to get racks with 16 minutes in? Tier 3 tower down. Troll Warlord, he's trying to do his best split push. But they just popped the offensive glyph. And that's the range barracks down. And soon as hell, going to be another. It's a Ravage. It connects onto all 4 of them. They Omni Slash, but they only get a Lich for it. And now, there's no threat of the Ravage. Is that going to be enough for them to be able to contest? I don't think it is. And that is racks at 60 minutes for the side of Tigers. But Troll Warlord, is he going to come back to defend this one? Is he just going to push, split push for the bottom lane? Atos on top of the Ember Spirit. Successful connection to the Sun. It looks like Raven actually didn't quite go for it. It's an Impale onto this Vengeful Spirit. Are they able to bring her down? The Chain Frost, it's going for a bunch of bounces, but they've already lost the Nixus and Velo. He's holding onto this Ravage. She has a full pipe, so the magic damage means absolutely nothing to the side of Tigers. The Healing Ward, it has managed to be killed. The Slice of Fist, they just step onto it in place. He does have a Remnant to spot back as well as the Ravage. Goodbye, Ben-Hur. And possibly goodbye game for the game of side of Detonators. That's another range rack. They do get the Frost Shield, but I don't think it's going to stop the side of Tigers. That's going to be an easy second lane of racks, it's looking like. The Slice of Fish, it is starting to get them a lot lower, but they do have the Healing Ward. And 458, he's just going to TP out. Raven brought Thor, but he's going to be able to get the kill of Fly Solo. I don't think you want to bring Raven towards you with that fear. Sam H, he's on the low ground. Do they have the disable for him? They pop the stick and the Guardian Grieves Dendi. He's going to be just fine here on the Vengeful Spirit. One raise, second raise, didn't connect. And now Troll Warlord, he's back. He's fighting. He claimed a tier 3 of his own. The stun actually onto the high ground. The vacuum, they've caught Raven as well as Velo onto the high ground. You've seen Cliff TZ, now you see Cliff Raven. The stun on top of the Troll Warlord, trying to allow them to retreat. The Juggernaut, he's coming back for this, but with the ultimate on the Troll Warlord, they do manage to kill off Dendi, but that means there's no ultimate left here on the Troll Warlord. So the spin as well as the Radiance, it's going to be enough to take down Skembaloo. So you might have lost Dendi, but you lost so much from the side of Detonators. And there we go. They just call it GG. Tigers taking a quick 21-minute victory in this game number 1. And the mid lane Kunkka, that's a lot of D-push. And even more kiting for the Ursa with the X and the Torrent and the boat. But remember, this does mean that Detonator do have a jungling Enigma who's not going to get any pressure. We caught that kill. We caught the kill on the Vengeful Spirit as she fell down. And then we catch the other kill onto Fly Solo. So lane seems to be going the way of Tigers. On tower after killing off the Doom. Doom lost his second life, but they have the Hex into the stun onto line. Do they have enough damage coming out from Velo? I don't think so. He's only level 4 compared to the level 7 of the Kunkka. He tries to bring him down, but they even rotate in Scam. So Velo, they do kill off this Ursa once again. And they only have stuns with the Lion, and you have an Ursa. He wants to be able to stay on top of people to do damage. The ultimate from Raven comes out, actually finishing off the Sven, not letting Dendi get the suck off. But Ben-Hur, he has the return of the X. He's successfully caught onto Velo. They have a stun. He does have the ultimate, which might buy him some sort of time. But the swap back, they're just going to cut it out. Even committing the black hole. These early black holes, it doesn't matter. You weren't going to get a big one. You have no Blink Dagger. But they found the Jug. They have the Doom. No, not committing the finger. Being very reserved here by 1437. He's building Guardian Greaves on the mid lane Pugner. Interesting. Sam H, they found 458 again. The Ursa, he Omni Slashes on top. That's going to be an easy kill onto Doom. And now the rest of them, they actually buy back on the Doom. Juggernaut, he's trying to spin away. But do they have anything to be able to stay on top of him? The X, the boat, it connects 1437. They use the Finger of Death. I'm not sure who it was on. It just doesn't get any sort of kill. They really want this Juggernaut, but Sam H swapping him back. They brought back on 458 for this, and there's nothing for the side of Tigers. And Detonators, they're actually the ones initiating here. Are they going to be able to take it to Aegis? He's used his ultimate, so they'll be able to kill you once again. Ben-Hur with that Tidebringer hit. 458, Doom, it is coming off cooldown, but I don't think this is what you really want. The stun, the X, and that's going to be another kill on top of this Ursa. He's being healed by Dendi from the high ground, but I don't think it's really going to do much. They are going to be able to kill off this Juggernaut with the help of the Doom and his ultimate. Will they get the deny, though? They're going for the deny. They don't successfully manage to get another buyback here from Bello, and they do kill more, and they're going to get him. How many buybacks was that? I think that was 2 buybacks, slowed down by the Infernal Blade, as well as the Lion Slow. At long last, they do manage to kill Ben-Hur. Something I wouldn't have thought was their objective. Ben-Hur, they do have the Sprout. He has the Axe. Sprout as well as Dendi. Dendi, does he have enough damage? They don't connect with the boat and the Torrent, and it looks like they're going to be able to turn this around. Dendi the mech, it does save the life of Raven, but he doesn't connect with that Nether Boss. And Decrep, will he get off in time? Yes, he does, but there is magic damage in a second here coming out from this Vengeful Spirit. And they do kill Dendi. And this is the last tier 2 on the map remaining. They have the Alpha Wolf Aura. They even pop the BKB off of it. It looks like they really want to fight here for the side of Tigers. Remember, Tigers, they don't have their Doom up. By Solo, is he going to be the only kill they get? 458 caught on the back line. They've managed to catch Raven in the black hole, but it's only onto one. They do manage to kill it. Got the black hole. Lots of them caught by that Stormhammer, but he looks like he's going to be next. Sam H is dead. Are they going to kill Raven? Yes, they are. Ben-Hur, he takes that kill, but now Ben-Hur, he's the one they really want to be catching. He lays down a torrent behind him, but not dodged by 458. Because you could go for an X as well as the spin. Dendi caught inside the torrent. He has the spin, so even though you decrep yourself, it's not going to save your life. But it looks like they do just want to kill the Sven. And now Velo, he's been caught out as well. He did manage to pop his ultimate in time. BKB as well as Doom onto the Juggernaut. They have the Finger of Death. Is that going to be enough? Most certainly with the Scorched Earth. They will finally finish off the Juggernaut. They don't know where he is, but I think he will tick down to that Doom. It looks like it's going to be pretty close with that crit, thanks to the Alpha Wolf Aura. Because you hit a creep that had 0 armor, and it was like you attacking with 0 armor. But over here, the swap, they do allow them to save the Enigma. Is he going to try and turn around with the Black Hole? They get the Doom out onto the Kunkka. The Omni Slash, it didn't allow them to net an instant kill, and now they're going to try and retreat. But the Healing Ward, he doesn't manage to kill it here on 458. It's a Black Hole. It's successfully onto Velo. Sitting in the Midnight Pulse, they also managed to bring down 2 Bracket Bringer. He buys back once again, but Dendi, he's not going to be able to live through this. The stun coming off cooldown in 1 second. Wave of Terror to give the vision, but it looks like 1437 is going to be the one they have to settle for. 458 trying to fight up against this Vengeful Spirit, but Skep, he just doesn't care. The Doom, it's faded off as well. The boat, it does connect onto Raven. The stun, 458, he brought back for this, and he's not going to be able to escape the stuff from Fly Solo. Now they want even more. Are they going to catch 1437? It doesn't look like it. The wave clear on the side of Tigers is also kind of lacking. I'm pretty sure, I think Detonator have done it. Do they think he left when that torrent didn't connect? They know he's there. Definitely now with the Wave of Terror. They have to go get it, but Velo just pops his BKB. He successfully got the Aegis on Cheese on top of him. That's a nice stun onto the 3 of them. They pop the BKBs, Velo, but the force to the high ground, saving the life of Fly Solo. Damage, swap forward. They know he has no buyback. Are they going to be able to kill off this Doom for a second time? His BKB, Black Hole, not for another 18 seconds. But Ben-Hur has a BKB of his own. He's held in by the X. The Omni Slash is actually bouncing around the creeps, but he does manage to get the last hit on top of 458. Velo, he doesn't have his ultimate either, but he does have Aegis. But it looks like they want Raven. They don't care about the Ursa. They do manage also to kill off Lion, the Juggernaut. He was pursuing him, and we're going to see the Nature's Prophet Raven. He tries to TP away, but they have the X. They bring you right back after you TP away. The tip, the death. And the Nature's Prophet, he TP down just to push out these waves. So now, going forward, do they connect with a Lucky Torrent? They do connect with a Torrent onto the Doom, as well as an X onto Dendi. Does this mean they're going to connect forward? They successfully got the Doom onto the Kunkka. The Guardian Greaves, is it going to be enough to be able to save him? They do kill the Kunkka very quickly. The Omni Slash is onto all of them, but there is a Crimson Guard aura. And it didn't really do that much damage. The Guardian Greaves hitting them up. He's TPing out here on the Juggernaut. A bad engagement there by the side of Detonator. They successfully managed to hold this Vengeful Spirit in place and fly solo. He'll drop to the Infernal Blade. So a great base defense by the side of Tigers. Who knew they had it in them? Smoke from the side of Tigers. Do they have an idea where they are? Fly solo. He reveals the smoke and they hex him up first. The Aegis, it has expired on Bello. He does have his black hole if he wants to use it. The Shivas, it connects onto a whole bunch of them. They have the vision. The black hole, they've caught 2. They've caught 458 as well as the Nature's Prophet Raven. He's dead. And it looks like they're going to be able to kill the Doom. No, Doom, he popped a cheese and he's going to be just fine. Vengeful Spirit swapping themselves back. Dendi, he's trying to retreat from all this. They successfully get off a good Centaur stun. But I don't think it's going to be enough. The Doom is leveraged out onto Ben-Hur, but they're losing Dendi. They buy back on Raven. It allows them to kill off Sam H, but will they be able to get Fly Solo? Bello, it looks like he really wants to be able to kill off Ben-Hur, but I think the Doom's going to expire and then he should be able to retreat. But no, TPing forward on Raven. He has Sprout. He's caught inside the trees. Open up the trees with Bello. Using that column play. Good synergy. Black Hole and Doom. He has finally bought that Radiance. I suggest it might be a possibility earlier on. They catch Bello actually in that torrent as well as a few more stuns. But the Nature's Wrath is going to be enough to send back the Juggernaut to swap forward to save the life of their Ben-Hur. Do they have the detection for it? The stun that Omni Slash is onto a whole bunch of the Crimson Guard. It's on the Radiant side. They don't manage to get the kill, but 458. Will he go down? Yes, he will. There's no buyback on this Doom Bello. They do manage to kill off Ben-Hur, but I don't think it really matters. The Black Hole, it only connects onto Dendi, actually. I thought he'd get a bigger one there on RR into the top of the air, but Dendi stunned up. He did decrepify himself in time, but it doesn't really matter with the decrep wearing it itself off. Able to get the kill into the Juggernaut. Dendi buys back almost instantaneously. Bello was trying to get away. Sven, are you going to kill off this Ursa? Ursa, does he have any sort of heal? He doesn't have any sort of lifesteal. Otherwise, he might man up versus Fly Solo. We're watching this chase. Fly Solo stun in 3 seconds, but Bello very, very fast. He has the face move to the high ground. He didn't realize they had vision. And now, tier 3 tower going to be killed by the side of Tigers. By the side of Detonator. Will they be able to claim this last set of racks? Dendi applying the suck onto this Vengeful Spirit. She's held as well as the finger. Will she drop to the Spirit Vessel? I think she may. They have the Crimson Guard and the Healing Ward, but it's not quite enough. The Healing Ward not able to save them. Raven doesn't TP far enough to be able to find anyone. Insanely well this game. You might be sending the Treants into the pit, but it really doesn't matter. You're not there in time. On the backlines, they see, Dendi, you have no buyback. Going in is Bello. They have the boat, the Finger of Death. It's not going to actually kill the Sven. It doesn't do that much damage through his Warcry. But Dendi, he's sitting there. He's using the suck. The Omni Slash is onto 458. He does have buyback. It comes up just in time. Previously, he didn't have buyback, but it was ticking up. But now, the side of Tigers, I really think you should go back to high ground defense. This is where it was working for you, but Bello, he's killed off the Sven, and they buy back on 458. Ben-Hur, he's used the BKB, he's kept inside the trees, he's swapping in his Quelling Blade, but he's swapped out now by Sam H. They still have the Blink Black Hole. They haven't used their Black Hole. It feels like RR is saving it for the next game, if I'm honest. They have the Warcry. Are they going to be able to kill a 458 once again? I don't think they are. Sam H, he has no buyback in the trees. He's not going to be able to use his Black Hole. He's dead without his Black Hole. He does have buyback. They're running forward. 458. They get the vision. They know where Ben-Hur is. The boat, it doesn't really matter. They see where Ben-Hur is. Are they going to be able to blink forward? But the Juggernaut, he's the one. He has the cheese. He has the Aegis. Bello actually has the cheese, but they've forced the Aegis, and now they're looking for more. They have the stun. Do they have enough damage with Bello? The Black Hole, he buys back on RR. Is he going to be able to use it on time? They are losing their tier 4 towers for the side of Tigers. 458, he doesn't have the kind of regen. What a fight by the side of Tigers. I see a Moonshot in his future, but I don't know what else. Ben-Hur has the Assault Crowd. 1437, he initiates, but he didn't realize that Ben-Hur was there. But they're initiating on the bench. They realize he is the one who doesn't have buyback. But there's a lot of stun, and also a DD going to be picked up by Sam H, it looks like. They go forward, 1437. They have the Shiva Scott. Is he going to be able to fight this Lion? How is he so tanky? The swap back. Velo, they have Black Hole. They've used the BKB. Is he going to be able to kill off this enigma before he gets his Black Hole? He pops his BKB. Will he use Black Hole from the high ground? It seems he doesn't need to. They're going to be able to kill Fly. So, and Black Hole! It's onto 3 of them at last. This is what he's been waiting for this entire game here on RR. And finally, a big Black Hole, and it is fight deciding. Forcing the buyback on the Doom, and they're going to get Raven as well. Nothing to go through the trees, but they do have swap. Doesn't have 25 yet. BKB on 458. They've swapped in. They have the Doom with the refresher shard. They Doom on top of the Juggernaut. Are they going to be able to kill him? Is he going to be able to get away? The Black Hole, 9 seconds before they have it. It's a boat. It goes through. They pop the Abyssal Blade, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. And now, Black Hole. 3, 2, 1. They're all together. Black Hole is back up. I think this might be game. The Aegis, it is on top of Velo, so they don't want to use it him. But 458, he does another, and it's a Black Hole. It's onto 2 of them. They don't have any buybacks. And I think finally, at long last, the side of Detonator. Cool. And that puts us through to a game number 3. This is their chance. One more game stands between them and the closed qualifiers. Take advantage of this sticky. You can't get more than 10 stacks. Raven, no roll, and he hasn't actually got the Orb of Venom early on. And now, Batrider, no mana, got hit, affected by the bugs, level 2 bugs. And he used TP and wasn't able to get away. You're not going to be able to survive, and they're going to get the salve. I did miss the kill on the Dazzle in the bottom lane. We have seen him favoring the raises. Is he, if he's able to catch 3 raises? There's 2 on Fly Solo, already taking most of his HP. But the rotation for the backline, I didn't notice Ember Spirit. He comes in, he spends a bunch of remnants, and he's just chasing down Denny, and he's able to get the kill. So Batrider, still not level 6. Roll forward. They do have level 1 of the Grave on the Dazzle. But Velo, he's just going to fly over him, apply a bunch of the fire pressure. And they are going to be able to kill... I say this, Dendy. Winter's Curse, and the post setup off this Demon does finish off the Dazzle, but now Slice of Fist, Searing Chains, it's on to both of them, and they do lose Raven. Next is Dendy, the swap back, 1437, he's sacrificed himself for Dendy, but they've also brought in Scam. They have the Vision of the Bug as well as the Minus Armor. Thanks for the Daniel Courage, and now Ember Spirit leaping forward with that Remnant stun onto the high ground. They also have the Bug on him, and that's 3 massive kills in this mid lane for the side of Detonator. They finally successfully get a silence. Do they have enough damage to burst it down? Yes, they do. Wait, another wave of terror in 1 second. Winter Wyvern does have the level 6, but it looks like they will be able to claim Roche just in time. They get the stun successfully onto the Ember Spirit, but the Winter Wyvern curse to be able to disrupt the lasso. But they don't really care about it anymore since they managed to get Aegis onto 458. Raven, he rolls forward, but they have the Aegis on 458. Requiem on the back line, but it's not quite enough. Ember Spirit able to dodge it, and now retreating. They've lost Velo, but Sleight of Fist, it's off cooldown pretty soon. They have Searing Chains, they have the silence, but it's not enough. The stun onto the Sven, but Searing Chains, it connects onto both of them. The stun, it's onto Dendy's. The swap back to try and save Dendy. Roll forward, but they have the Grave, but he's just going to drain all the mana. That's the point of this Diffusal Blade. It doesn't matter, so no time lapse coming out from the Weaver. Slight Fist, Searing Chains, it's not enough, and they have the Slow as well as the Purge. He used the Diffusal Blades on the Ember Spirit. Fly Solo, he's affected. Will they be able to catch in the Wave of Terror? It is enough. A massive fight there for the side of Tigers, and they're looking for more. Raven, Slow, TP out. Do they have anything to stop it? Yes, they do. With that long-range stun from 1437. And Tigers streaming forward. 1437 caught in the Slight of Fist Searing Chains. They have the follow-up from RR as well as the Winter Wyvern. I do not think this Vengeful Spirit is going to be able to get out of it. They use the Magnetize as well as the Silence. The Lasso, it's on top of the Wyvern. Are they going to be able to kill off the Wyvern before he uses his ultimate? They roll forward. They miss the Troll Wallet. He uses his ultimate. He gets the Insta, and that is a dead Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit. He does have buyback if he wants to be able to using it. They're on top of the Dazzle. He does have Grave, but he doesn't manage to get it off on time. And now RR, he's next. Just no ultimate there from the Winter Wyvern to be able to break up the fight. And Scam instantly trying to cut these waves. And that's just a tier 3. Where is Winter Wyvern? Fly Solo, you really have to be the one to start this off. But they successfully get stunned to keep back the End Spirit, and they've lost Rax. Winter's Curse, is it out onto anyone? They use the BKB and they go forward. Winter Wyvern, they know he has no buyback, but he successfully uses the Grave. They have the Silence. How long is this Grave going to last? Is it long enough? No, it isn't. They've lost the Winter Wyvern and no Winter's Curse once again. 458, they're still fighting up. BKB popped here on the Weaver. Do they have Vigil for him? They most certainly do with the Sentry. They're trying to kill off Dendy. They have the bugs on top of all of them. And 1437, they've almost lost him. They're going to lose RR thanks to the slow of the Diffusal Blade. They do get the Grave from the high ground. Nice work there by SamH, but they will eventually lose this Sven. And the silence of the Ember Spirit, does he have a defensive remnant down? He does lay one down, but they have the silence. They push him forward. Are they going to be able to kill him? How long to that roll? Roll is off cooldown, as well as the Ember Spirit affected by the Spirit Vessel, but I think they might be able to kill off Raven. So Raven as well as 1437 are going to be the two casualties. And then he just walking to the high ground to provide that presence or effects buildings. And now just committing the BKB and the Troll ultimate, committing everyone to get those Mega Creeps. Then he brought back for this, and they have enough to kill off Benho. He does have buyback. Are they going to be able to kill off this Weaver? His BKB is fading. Do they have the vision for him? He is affected by... No, they do have the gem on the Batrider. I thought it was thus they swapped back. Is he able to escape? No, it doesn't look like it. The stun. The Grave. Do they have the silence? He's tossed back. They're not going to be able to kill him through Grave because no one dies through that. But as soon as Grave fades off, they are going to lose Skem Blue. And remember, they have already claimed Mega Creep. 458 playing the game of his life. Dendy gets a raise. RR, he blinks forward, gets the stun, but the Green's just in time. Dendy, he's healing himself up. Velo on top of RR. And I'm pretty sure this is game 458, giving him a real carry. Stay cool, GG. Tigers